Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing something a little different. Yes, it's makeup and still a tutorial, but it's not new makeup. I don't know why I didn't do this video sooner. I've done my makeup this way before and I've never really thought about maybe I should do a tutorial on it. But I thought about it. I was trying to figure out like what to do because I keep doing like what's new in makeup, and yeah, those are cool, but they can get boring when you just constantly are talking about new makeup. And I have so much makeup that I like to use and try out and, you know, maybe repurpose. So today, what we're doing, I decided to do my makeup with just a face palette. So I did my foundation and my concealer face powder. Fine. My eyeliner, mascara, that doesn't fit in a palette. But my eyeshadow, my highlighter, blush, bronzer, contour was all done with the Benefit Cheek Leaders palette. This is actually really cool, and I've done my makeup this way before, especially when I'm like going to the gym before work and I don't have a lot of room in my gym bag because my boots take up a lot of space, my uniform, all that stuff that I need. So I've done just a simple face palette, my small makeup bag, and done my makeup that way. But I did look, this doesn't sell anymore on Ulta, but Benefit does still sell it on their website, and this retails for $60. But you have your Hoola bronzer, Dallas, it's technically a blush, and then you've got the Dandelion blush, California, and then the highlighter is Tickle. So you don't necessarily have to use this face palette. I've got multiple face palettes that I've used before, but this is just the one that I grabbed because I know it's still available and you can get it online. But that is how I did my makeup today. Kept it simple, just used one palette, and then, you know, of course, the necessities like eyeliner and mascara. Anyways, if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications of new videos, and if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. But if you want to see how I got this look just using the Benefit Cheek Leaders face palette, keep watching. Okay, you guys, so I've already primed my eyes. Now we're going to go into the Benefit Cheek Leaders palette. This is a blush, bronzer, and has a highlight in here. So I've had this for a minute, but figured we'd use it today. So when you're trying to do just your eye look using a face palette, I'm gonna go into this lightest blush shade, which is Dandelion, and I'm just going to use my crease brush for this. And it's just a light pink shade. It's adding a little bit of color there. Now I'm going to go into the bronzer, which is Hoola. Same thing with that shader brush. Just gonna dab into it a little bit because Hoola can be very dark. They have now like the Hoola Light for lighter skin tones, which I think technically I could use that and be good. But if you use a light hand, you can use the regular Hoola and it'll work even on the fairest of skin tones. We can even go into Dallas if you want it a little bit lighter, just because it is I wouldn't say it's a bronzer. I would say Dallas is more of like a, I don't know, blush bronzer. But it's all about preference. There's plenty of colors in here if you're just keeping it simple. I'm gonna go back into Dandelion and just kind of blend out the edges. All right, it's nothing too crazy, especially because this is just like if you're not trying to pack a whole lot in your suitcase, maybe you're just going away for the weekend, maybe you're going to the gym and then work afterwards, but you just don't want to take up a lot of space. I know like when I would take weekend trips, I would just throw some like basic necessities in there. And if it was just a face palette, using it as face and eye, why not? Okay, now I'm gonna use the highlighter shade Tickle. I'm gonna use my ring finger as I usually do, and it is so beautiful. It's just kind of got that like pink gold shift, which is really pretty. And put that right there. There is another Cheek Leaders palette, and that one has the shade Cookie in it. And I want to get it, but I can't, like, I bought Cookie individually, so I can't bring myself to buy it again in a palette. All right, so we have our eyes kind of done. Go out and do that edge. Now I'm gonna go ahead, do this eye, and then put foundation concealer on, and then I'll come back and we'll finish off the face and eyes. All right, you guys, I'm back. I just did my foundation, concealer, and my face powder. For concealer, I used the Cover FX, which I haven't used in a while, and I've been trying to like decide which ones I need to declutter. So I tried out something I haven't used in a while, and then my usual like Fenty Pro Filter powder I go to. Now to finish off the eyes, still using the same face palette for my cheeks, contour, bronzer, blush, all that stuff. So let's finish off the eyes and then get into the face. Okay, so for underneath the eye, I'm gonna take this shade Dallas, and I'm just gonna use my packing brush. This is the L19 from Laura Lee. So. I'm just gonna put that like packet underneath the eye because I'm gonna go in with Dandelion and blend it out. So now I'm gonna switch over to Dandelion and maybe a little bit of California for just a little bit of a hot pink. Okay, now I do wanna go back into this outer V and make it more cohesive. So the one thing that I did try out was I just took a regular eyeshadow brush and I sprayed it with some setting spray. Water will work too, but I just wanted to wet the brush a little bit, and I used it for the highlighter to make it just kind of stand out some more, and it actually turned out better than just using my finger. So a little bit more of the highlighter Tickle. All right, now with that packing brush, I'm gonna take Hoola. Just kind of pack that in that outer V. All right, so like where it's at right now, I'm looking really flat throughout the face. I got some thoughts on my concealer, but that's gonna, I'll talk about that stuff when I actually go to declutter my concealers. Anyways, I'm gonna take my L14. This is what I've been using for my contour. And I'm gonna go into both Dallas, turn it upside down. So a little bit of Dallas and a little bit of Hoola, just because Hoola is more on the warm side. So, and I like mine a little more subdued. I like mine more on the cool side when it comes to contour. That was not a light hand. That was a little heavy-handed. That's why you diffuse it out. All right, now I'm gonna switch over to my bronzer brush. And now I'm just gonna go straight into Hoola and do my bronzer. So just tap in a little bit. I'm just gonna tap it where I want it to go before I diffuse it out. And I just want it more towards like the hairline. In this area right here, like I always put my bronzer there too. So once I place it here, I like to just kind of swirl it to kind of make it cohesive because yes, I'm gonna put blush on, but I don't want that disconnect either. So I just want it to be heated all through here. All right, now. I did dab back into the bronzer so that I could pull it back down a little bit. All right. Now for blush, I'm gonna use California. And if that becomes, what the heck just happened to my lighting? If that's too peachy, I can tone it down with Dandelion. Warm up the nose a little bit. All right, and then for highlighter, go into Tickle, that really cute goldish pink. The other thing is if you wanted to like pop a little bit more, the one thing you can do is go and spray some setting spray. And now that your face is wet, you just go back into your highlighter. And now it stands out even more. Now, this works with any face palette. The one thing I'm noticing, and I haven't used Tickle in a very long time, this is a lot like that Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter that I just got rid of. It's probably the reason that I bought Cookie on top of this highlighter, or on top of this face palette. It is pretty though, like this is prettier than what I thought the Anastasia Beverly Hills one was. Anyways, All right, so that's where we are right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows, eyeliner, and mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I have finished off the rest of my makeup. The one thing I realized that I didn't do was my brow bone highlight. And usually I go for like a very icy shade. I'll do the inner corner and the brow bone. So I just took that highlighter Twinkle, is it Twinkle? Tickle, the highlighter Tickle, and put that on the brow bone as well. So this is the finished look. And it's simple. It's easy to travel with. Besides this face palette, I'm taking my foundation, my powder, concealer, eyebrow pencil, mascara, and eyeliner. And then whatever lip you want. I just kept it simple and did like a liquid lip with the Revlon Color Stay Satin Ink, which is my favorite one right now. This is in the shade Your Go-To. It looks brown in the tube, and when you start to put it on, it looks brown, but it's like it pulls the color of your natural lip and turns into a really pretty, like, soft pink, mauvey pink. I don't know, but it is for sure one of my go-tos. And it does look like it's still like shiny, but it's drying down right now, and it just feels so good on the lips. So anyways, this was about doing your makeup with just a face palette. If you're, like I said, going on a weekend trip, you're just trying to keep it simple and not pack a whole bunch of makeup, or maybe you're limited on space, because I know like nowadays, if you do have to travel on an airplane, you don't want to check your bags, you don't want to pay the fee, you just want it to be able to fit underneath or above your head or whatever. So this makes it really simple. It doesn't necessarily have to be the Benefit face palette. I mean, I've got the Kylie face palette, and this has a bronzer, blush, actually 2 highlights. So I could use this for my eyeshadow, and then I could use that for my inner corner highlight, plus my actual face highlight. I have, what is it? The Becca BFF palette with Khloe Kardashian and Malika. Like, that palette's awesome too. So it honestly depends on if you have a face palette, maybe you've got your favorite, but I like it because it's kind of different. You're not having to play around with eyeshadow palettes, and you can keep it pretty simple. Now, for me, I don't normally go for like toned down and subtle. I have been lately, but this makes it super easy. And then I'm not having to carry around an entire like big, massive makeup bag, and believe me, I've got them. Maybe I'll do the what's in my bag for like traveling and moving. If you want to see that, put that down below, that you want to see like what I pack as like my like immediate stuff, my necessities for moving cross country. Put that down below. I want to know. If you guys want that, I will do a video, what's in my makeup bag for moving cross country. But you guys, that's it for this video. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. And I don't know why I haven't done this before, because I have done just taking it to work or to the gym and done my makeup that way, but I've never thought to do a video on it. So if you like this type of video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Now, if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications of new videos. And until next time, you guys, bye. And I'll see you in my next video.